This is a GIF animation that I just created using Gemini AI, and I think there could be a lot of scenarios where using GIF would make a lot of sense. For example, you can use this animation for sending messages on WhatsApp or Facebook messengers, or perhaps you can also use this animation on your website as a form of decoration. So I'm going to show you how you can create a GIF animation like this one using Gemini AI. And no, it is not on the official gemini.google.com page. There is another page from Google that lets you try various experimental feature using Gemini or based on Gemini AI. So here's how you can do it. First, navigate to aistudio.google.com. So this is basically a site for developers to test various features on Google, especially Gemini AI and Gemini models. And if you're doing this for the first time, it's going to ask you to select your Google account and then give some sort of permission, etc. But don't worry, it is the same within the same company. It is from Google, so you can connect your Gmail account without any problem. And after that, you can click Starter Apps. And this is a list of demo applications that were created especially to showcase Gemini power. Now, the one that we want to use is called Magical GIF Maker. So let's click on that. And then here you basically can describe what is the thing that you want to create. But there are a few best practices that you need to listen, because you cannot just write something and then expecting the result to be good or satisfactory. Because I've done some testing and there are some things that you need to follow. So this is the placeholder. I'm going to remove it, and here as a demonstration I will try to create an animation of a cat showing thumbs up. That's about it, as simple as that. So I'm going to write that a happy cat, or maybe just a cat showing thumbs up. That's the description, and I discourage you to write a long prompt. It's not a good idea to write a long prompt, because if you do that, there is a good chance that the animation will not be consistent. Like from one frame to another, there could be some differences that is easy to spot for a lot of people. It's going to easy to tell that the animation looks a bit strange and doesn't flow naturally. So you want to make sure that the prompt to be as simple as possible. But speaking about inconsistency, this AI tool has a problem with the background color, because sometimes it might be using different background colors from one frame to another. So I do recommend to specify the color of the background. In this case, I want to have a white background color. So I'm going to write white background color, or just white background. I think that should be enough. Do not write too long prompt, otherwise there could be a lot of details that are being ignored by AI. So I think this tool is only for creating a simple animation. And when you're done with the prompting, you can click Generate Magic, and basically Gemini AI, I believe it is using Gemini 2.0 Flash, because that's a model from Google that is able to create pictures at the moment. And you can see the generation of frames right here. And yeah, you can tell that it might create anywhere between 10 to 25 frames. That's the maximum amount of frames that I could see. Could be less, could be more, but I think 25 was the maximum that I have found. Now this is the result, and yeah, I would say it's not quite consistent, because the cat is facing multiple directions, and the color looks different, and also you can tell the background changed color a little bit. If you're not happy with the result, you can click Generate again, and hoping that the next generation would be at least close to your satisfaction. And if it wasn't the case, you can always modify the animation later using a different tool. So this is just one example, by the way. I hope it is going to be, somewhat decent, so we can proceed to the next thing that you can do with this animation. All right, it's 9, 10, and there you go. Okay, I guess 10 frames are totally okay. Okay, now I'm going to download this, and you can tell that there are a few things that perhaps we need to clean up from this animation. So if you look closely, the color changed a little bit, and there is one frame where the cat looks way bigger than the other frame. So I think it is a good idea to just remove that particular frame. Unfortunately, we cannot use this magical GIF maker on Gemini to edit the frame. That's not available at the moment. This tool is really for creating and not for editing. Instead, there is a third-party tool called AsapGuide animated GIF maker. You want to go to Google and then use that keyword to find the tool, and then navigate to this website that says asapguide.com/maker. And after that, I'm going to just drag and drop the animation that was created by Gemini, and it's going to process the animation, and then later we can decide what frame that should be removed from that animation. So I think this is the easiest tool to do this, and not to mention we don't have to download anything. So you can see that these two frames look a bit different because the color, the background color changed dramatically. This one is white, this one is gray. So we can skip these frames, and these two won't be included on the final animation. But I'm still curious which one that appears bigger than the other. I suspect it was the first frame, because this frame shows the cat appears to be bigger than the other because the leg is not visible, so it's much more zoom in, and therefore I guess I'm going to skip this. I would also just skip this one, and it's leaving only just a few frames, but that's okay. This is for a quick simple animation. It doesn't have to be smooth or you have high frame. I don't think that's going to be necessary. And there you go. I think it's way better than the original frame, and when you're happy with this, you can just save and you will have a much cleaner version of the animation that was created by Gemini AI. Yeah, there you go. I would say it's much more satisfactory than the original one. So that's how you can create a simple GIF animation using Gemini AI. I hope this feature will be more polished and we can use it for more professional. You can get more professional look using this tool. But anyway, I'm still happy that we have this tool. So if you find this video to be useful, then feel free to subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you on my next video. Have a great day.